first thing you want to do is right click when you're on your desktop, and this is only for NVIDIA users. If you have a Radeon graphics card, there obviously should be videos out there on how to improve performance on Radeon GPUs, but this step will be for NVIDIA. Alright, so first thing, adjust image settings. Use my preference. Slide this to performance. Click apply. Yes. Manage 3D settings. Then you can sort of copy these ones, but I'll go through the ones you really have to change. So first thing, power management mode. Prefer maximum performance. Refresh rate, highest available. Texture filtering quality, high performance. V-Sync, always off, never on. Certainly if you have a G-Sync monitor, do not want this on. If you get massive screen tearing in your games, then you could turn it on, but then it gives you input lag, so choose in between that. So again, yeah, V-Sync off. Pre-rendered frames 1. Alright, I'll go through it again so you can see it. And yeah, I guess a little something else. If you have a really bad CPU and you have a decent GPU, you could potentially cap your FPS so your CPU usage is not as high in your games and your menus and stuff like that. But again, most games have FPS limits in them, so it's a little something you could use if you're having CPU bottleneck. Alright, so change resolution right here under the display. Make sure that wherever it says native, if you have an HDMI, it'll be an Ultra HD, usually. But if you have DisplayPort, which is what I recommend to play video games on, you'll have native under PC. And again, you have VGA and DVI-D, but that's that's not very common no more. But yeah, for DisplayPort, you'll have native for your native resolution. You might be playing in 2K or whatever it is. So you put in your native resolution, select your highest refresh rate, apply. Now a lot of people have 144 Hz monitor and been playing 60 Hz this whole time. So make sure you do that. Adjust desktop color settings. That's what I personally play on. You can copy them if you want to. Alright, now adjust desktop size and position. So you want to select full screen, perform scaling on GPU, resolution, refresh rate, highest one. And this is more for stretch resolutions. If you have this on a spec ratio, your stretch resolution won't work. It'll give you black bars. So you want to make sure you select full screen, and then your stretch resolutions will work. And close this out. Go to power options. Well, power plan. Then you want to go in here on top where it says power options. I use AMD Ryzen performance because I have a Ryzen CPU. But if you have Intel, well, if you have Ryzen, you want to select this one. If you have AMD, you select whatever high performance you can see. And then there's Windows Pro that has ultimate performance, but high performance, ultimate performance, pretty much the same thing. Alright, now you close this out. Now you go in settings of your Windows, gaming, Windows game bar, or Xbox game bar, I mean, off, capture, off, 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 30 FPS, off, whatever. Game mode, this is your choice. You can either select game mode on or game mode off. Some people like playing with game mode on. They say that increases performance a bit, then there's people that say otherwise, so try it out for you. See what's best for you. Graphic settings when you're on game mode. Graphic settings. Reduce latency and improve performance. I play with this on. I feel like this works good for me. So if you have performance issues, I really doubt it, but try this off and game mode off. See if it changes anything, but should be fine. Should work better. Browse. Then you want to select whatever game you want to change. So we're doing Rust. Now mine's already added. But you want to go in here, anti-cheat launcher option, high performance save, Rust client options, high performance save. That's pretty much it for that. Then we can go in Rust. So options, FOV 90, streamer mode off. All this, of course, you can have on if you're streaming, but this is what I've been playing on. Interface 8 interface 8. This you can, it changes the zoom. I play like this. Player model. That's when you open your inventory. If you have a really bad PC and you're trying to gain every FPS possible. Let's say a lot of people when they open their inventory they have like a little frame drop. Well, this inventory player model, if you turn it off, you won't see the player model. Kind of like PUBG when you open your inventory. Like everybody used to turn it off, but Rust doesn't really change that much. But again, if you have a bad PC, turn this off. Audio, of course, does have game sound off, so it's not messing up the video. Your controls, of course, that's all preference. You can select what to play on. I personally have mouse sensitivity at 2.2, not 2.2, 400 dpi. I'm recording the video in native, so it looks a lot better, but I personally play on 1440 by 900 or 1500 by 1080. Mode exclusive, FPS limit 0, VSync always off. Graphics. Now I play on graphic quality all the way up. That of course depends on your GPU. If you have a 1660 or up, you should be able to copy these settings pretty good. But if for anything lower like a 1050 or you might want to crank this down to 3 or 2 or 1 depending how it runs on yours. But if you have a 2080 or 1080 Ti, something like that, it should be fine. So 6, 1, no cascade, shadow lights, always at 0. If you have it up and somebody's door camping you, you have a campfire, you won't be able to see him outside, and if he has it at 0, he'll be able to see you. So 0. Water quality, I play with all this off, but you can change these as you want if your performance is, if it doesn't impact your performance, you can change this. Draw distance, I recommend 2K or lower. Obviously, if you have 500, you'll get better FPS, but I recommend 2K or lower because anything up 2K, then you're just rendering like oil rig and stuff like that when you're in your base, so there's like no point. I play on 1750. This off, this off, this off. Grass displacement. It's up to you if you want the grass to be moving when you walk over it, but I turn this off. Mesh quality. Particle 0. Object quality, I put it all the way up. Gives you better hitboxes from far away. Because sometimes if you have it at 0, then some rock hitboxes won't be rendering properly from far away. So I have it all the way up to 200. Tree quality, mesh, all the way up. Trees won't look like absolute potato. So you can copy this if you want to. All these off. Image effects, I play with everything off. A lot of people like playing FXAA sharpen if they don't like jagged edges, but I play with this off. Like this, experimental. You can play with this on or off. I would say it gives about 5 FPS more if you have it on, but then some people have the issue that you have frame drops when you rotate your camera, like it says on the blue line up there. So, test it out for you, on or off. Alright. Alright, first console command, VM, graphic FOV scale. If you have it on true, like it usually is by default, your AK will be a lot closer. And you don't want, I recommend not playing like this. A lot of people like playing like this, but now again, it's preference. I prefer playing on false. As you can see, the AK is going to go a lot further on my screen. Like this. I prefer playing like this. You know, a lot of people don't know this command if you're new to the game. Second would be to see your FPS and ping. You just write perf in console. You click on global.perf, or you click in here, space 4. And as you can tell at the bottom left of my screen, there's ping and FPS. And again, if you're a CSGO player or whatever, you like playing on the left side, not this command, but type in VM again, graphic VM horizontal flip. If you go true instead of false, AK is gonna go on the left side. But of course, I don't personally play like this. I tried it, but false is just where I play. And now let's talk about a little bit of a meta. If you test out the aim cone, like let's say if you guys don't know what the aim cone is, when you shoot, you can tell how the bullets are going left to right, on top, bottom. That's what aim cone is. That's AK with no attachments. Hollow improves aim cone. See, bullets are not going as spread. Now back then, hollow laser was very terrible. They used to take the aim cone of the laser attachment and not use the hollow one. But now, if you combine it, turn your laser on, now you should see that the aim cone is a lot better. That's the same thing with every gun. You know, a lot of people don't like playing hollow, so you can, fuck, server's lagging. You can play just laser iron sight, and that works as well. And yeah, that's about it. If you get better FPS, oh yeah, like I was saying, if you turn off inventory player model, you open your inventory, player model's not there, and you won't get like any FPS change while opening your inventory. And another trick, if you're changing your graphic settings, instead of just clicking escape and leaving this like this, go to session and session again. Now leave. I feel like on the when I used to play on the lower end PC, it used to help my game out a lot for some reason than having this on. I used to click session, make everything disappear, and the game was running a lot better. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any other questions, just let me know in a comment if something's not working properly for you. And yeah, thanks for watching, boys. See you guys later.